Levels 1, 2, check 1, 2. Good, good, good. Good morning from the National Stadium at Providence. It's day 4, the final day of this thrilling encounter between the Leeward Islands Hurricanes and the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Well, you've missed some cricket and you've missed some action. 2 wickets have fallen so far to the bowling of Sinclair. It's 97 for 3. We apologize to our viewers and listeners all around the world. But it's action-packed now. 2 wickets going to this man who's on the screen now bowling from the south end of the ground. Hello to everyone. Another run coming. Powell, in the meantime, progressed to his 42nd half century when he played a lovely shot, beating Chandra Paul to his right at mid-on, down to the boundary for 4. So, and also he had a little close shade of a run-out, direct throw from Chandra Paul at the bowler's end. But umpire Duguid says he was in his ground, so he slid his bat in time. It was pretty close. Carty leg before wicket bowls Sinclair for 21, 50 balls, 3 fours, 96 for 2 in the 34th over. And then Thomas just faced 2 deliveries. Trap plumb in front. LBW bowls Sinclair without scoring, 96 for 3. Brilliant bowling from Kevin Sinclair, the young Barbician so far. Niall Smith started the first over and struggled again, bowling a couple of no balls. And Johnson took him off immediately after that first over and brought on Versamy Pamal. Here's a ball that beats everyone. Beats Hamilton, beats the keeper, and is coming down towards the boundary for 4 fortuitous runs to the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. That target now will drop to 41 as the 100 comes up, 102 for the loss of 3 in the 36th over. Bad miss there by the keeper as well, but given 4 precious runs to the Leewards to bring up their 100. So 41 needed now. John Ramsing is alongside me. John, good morning. 41 to win this game. They need to bowl them out, pick up the next 7 wickets for 39 runs and probably win the game by 1 run. Morning, John. Action pack on the final day. Is there a glimmer of hope for the Harpy Eagles? And bowls a no ball. Cardinal sin committed there by, in fact, 3 men behind square. Beg your pardon. And that's obviously a no ball. Short, fine leg, deep backward square, and a leg slip. One has got to be in front of that return crease. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, so good umpiring. A little bit of pressure being applied there as the over comes to an end. 103 for the loss of 3. Bit of pressure being applied there, John Ramsing, by the Guyana Harpy Eagles captain. Starting with, of course, Niall Smith just bowled out 1 over on Sinclair from the south end, and then Pamal took over. So he's going to bank on his spin spin attack to really bring the Harpy Eagles through if there is any chance whatsoever.
Good morning, Matthew. Good morning to our viewers and listeners. And I want to join with you in apologizing for the little bit of a late start due to some technical issues affecting us here at the National Stadium. But that seems to be behind us. I want to knock on wood as we go through. 2 early wickets, 2 telling blows, but some runs leaking as well. Extras contributing, no balls, and we saw some byes. Powell is still there, holding firm on 55. Devon Thomas did not trouble the scorers. Casey Carty, both playing back to Kevin Sinclair. Carty went for 21. Captain Hamilton, quite dogged. Oh, that is not a bad miss from the Guyana Harpy Eagles. This time, it is the captain, Leon Johnson, at first slip. He too was beaten. And look at this. Another half chance gone a begging. Guyana Harpy Eagles now looking to defend just 36. And half chances not taken, not helping them at all.
Brilliant bowling from Pamal here. A miss by Leon Johnson, the captain, went quickly to his right and low. 36, the magic total or number for the Leewards now. Powell uses his feet nicely and drives down the ground. Sinclair has done the damage so far, removing Ordain, Carty, and Thomas. 3 for 30 from 14 overs. One remembered last week, Saturday, what the Harpy Eagles did to Jamaica. I think they picked up the last 9 wickets for 47 runs, thereabouts, 42. Well, they'll have to pick up now 7 wickets for 33 runs at least. Ball him, is he? Yes, he's got his man. Hamilton gone for a duck. And the Harpy Eagles, a glimmer of hope for the Guyana Harpy Eagles side. Jamar Hamilton, a beauty from Pamal. And the Leeward Islands Hurricanes captain has gone back for a duck. It's 108 for 4. They need 6 wickets now for just around 34 runs if they're going to, 33 runs if they're going to win this game, John. Big wicket, the captain gone, who performed well in the first inning.
Holding form, however, is still Kieran Powell. And this game has certainly taken another twist. Well bowled again, Veerasamy Pamal, showing his caliber. And when his captain and his team needs him, he's the man to call upon, and he gets another one. And you can see a pep in their step. You can see how happy they are at the moment, the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Kareem Agor, in his debut season for the Hurricanes, will be under some pressure tremendously. Still 35 to win. And now into the middle order. The all too familiar West Indian collapse we're seeing now, Machuki soon.
This is how fantastic red ball cricket is. Powell is the man that's there on 60 from 102 balls. He's batted well for the Hurricanes. They will need him to stay there. Kareem Agor, born in the US of A. He's a left-hand orthodox spinner, but he's also got a half century on his belt, his highest, 93. Forward he comes, gets it off the outside edge to the right of the slip fielder. Precious runs. Every run is a precious run for the Leeward Islands to win this game. That's the end of the over, 109 for the loss of 4.
Sinclair to continue, now into his 15th over. 3 wickets for him this innings. We saw him bowling out the Jamaica Scorpions in their last game, in the last innings. He was the chief architect of that destruction. And everyone watching this game will be keeping a close eye on the Windward Islands Volcanoes game against the Barbados Pride, the defending champions over in Trinidad and Tobago. There was some rain earlier in Port of Spain, but that has since disappeared. And they're playing at the moment. Barbados Pride 33 for the loss of 3. 33 for 3. The target for them is 236. So they're some 203 runs away. 7 wickets in hand, however. That is also dicey, Matthew.
It is. That is what makes this tournament interesting when you come down to the end. But the Harpy Eagles over the years have banked on their spin as well. No beating in this side with the extra pace. No Moti in this side as well with injury. And the Leewards have still got Cornwall to come. He's out like before. He pushed forward Kareem Agor, and the ball cannoned into the stumps and then went away into the offside. Another wicket for Kevin Sinclair. He's picked up 4 now. And the Harpy Eagles cock-a-hoo here. They need to dismiss this side for at least under 33 runs to win this game. And the Hurricanes have got 5 wickets in hand. Big wickets again. And this match is evenly balanced now, and you would want to think more in favor of the Harpy Eagles.
It's getting there, Matthew Kisoon. But Kareem Agor missing it. And you can see that ball with extra turn. It did not bounce a whole lot either. So it was a very simple decision for the umpire. And Kareem Agor in his debut season, his last match of this season for the Hurricanes, making his way back. Just a single to him. And James, a centurion in this tournament for the Hurricanes, will no doubt be coming out with a whole lot of pressure. But Kevin Sinclair, well bowled again. 3rd consecutive match we're seeing. The game going into the 4th morning at Providence. The game Windward Islands Volcanoes against Jamaica Scorpions. Just 1 ball was needed on that 4th morning. Under 2 hours needed when Guyana Harpy Eagles wrapped up the Scorpions. Will history repeat itself? We'll have to wait and see, but it seems to be heading that way so far. 34 runs still to come. Hurricanes last 5 wickets in hand. Among the 5, Kieran Powell, who's well set on 60. He's had a non-strikers in. Cornwall in the hut. Louis had a score in the first innings in the hut. Archibald Spencer. Some players still there. Sinclair on the verge of a 5-4. He's bowling extremely well this morning. And he's making this a sudden end his own, like we saw what Raheem Cornwall did. Good tight stuff. And Leon Johnson with that leg slip, sealing it on, and that slip, maintaining the pressure. That was a loose delivery, releasing the pressure just slightly. James survives, Powell 60, 109 for a loss of 5. The target, 143.
Play smart cricket now. Get Powell off strike, get the new man in, and put pressure on him. That's what you need. Well, you don't need Powell to get a boundary or score some quick boundaries now. That'll make it a little bit more easier for the Leewards to win. But you look at Cornwall, and he bowled 19 overs on the trot, and then he came off with a spell of 22 overs overall. Well, I think he had a little bit of pain, back pain. Didn't come out back. He's still to come. Didn't get anything in the... Well, he got 24 in the first innings. That's from all continues, but this is what makes red ball cricket so exciting. You come back on day 4, needing 6-2 to win with 9 wickets in hand. I think everyone would have said it's going to be very easy for the Leewards. Powell chips down the track, gets it towards the backward square area. That's what you want. Give him the single and bring Kofi James on strike, the new man. Put a lot of pressure on him. I think the boys are giving good support to Leon Johnson to end his first-class career on a high with a win. That will be such a good thing for the team and for him. No doubt. They would have done their homework overnight, realizing that they've got to come out guns a-blazing, the bowlers. And who else to depend on? Probably your 2 best spinners. Not only in the game, but in matches from before. And Kamal has always been the man to create or to cause damage, but it's Sinclair that has caused the damage so far. And Pamal chipped in with the wicket of Hamilton, the captain. Very important scalp he picked up there. Previous delivery, closer to the off stump, beaten Kofi James, a little bounce and turn. This one a little bit too wide. Didn't have to play that.
We saw Kofi James being very dogged in the first innings. Did not get a lot of runs, Matthew, but spent a lot of time at the crease. Was very watchful and batted in a good partnership as well. So maybe we want to do the same here. Batting deep in his crease, as you can see. Want to give himself extra time to look at what Pamal is serving up. Johnson with very short extra cover in a good catching position. Oh, steering it just wide of Anderson at first slip. Chases on for Joseph. He does well. Prevents the boundary, but he'll come back and get 3 runs. Look at that extra bounce from Pamal. And not handling it very well, just steering it inches away from the first slip fielder. 113 for 5.
I'm wondering if Leon Johnson could have applied a little bit more pressure by having another man in at slip for Kofi James. Look at that. Steered it to the right of Kevlin Anderson, stuck the hand out. Second slip would have gobbled that up easily.
But it's difficult to be so attacking and still trying to save some runs because only 13 now needed for the Leeward Islands Hurricanes to win. So Johnson has to really be very careful in going for the wicket, preserving runs. Sinclair to continue. Career best figures for him so far. Second time picking up 4 wickets in a first-class game.
That's the end of beg your pardon. Good cricket from almost carrying to leg gully. May have come off the pad. Off the pad, yes. But pressure building. You look back at the tournament. Won't get the run. Driven quickly down to Joseph. Sinclair 4 for 13. It's 16th over. Quicker on the Midland leg. Kofi James negotiates well. Powell in the meantime 6-1. You look back at the performance of the Harpy Eagles. Would have wanted some more runs in the batting column. 400 scored by batters in the tournament. Wickets taken by the spinners from all, and of course the pacers beaten and Niall Smith. And now Kevin Sinclair, that's outside the leg stump, in the air, a chase for Kevlin Anderson, and they come back for 2 runs. Didn't get the line right on that occasion, John Ramsing. They now require 28 to win the game. So the Harpy Eagles will need to bowl them out for 27, pick up 5 for 27 or 26. 5 for 26 will make them win the game by 1 run.
Just pulling it down a little bit there. Sinclair. Quicker one. Well bowled. Good finish to the over. Still 28 required. 150 now for 5.
John has left. Action-packed morning so far. Clyde has joined me. 115 for 5, 28 to win. The magic figure for the Leewards. And for the Harpy Eagles, 5 wickets. Morning, Clyde.
Morning to you. And it's gone. He's gone. Caught at slip. And this game is certainly turning on its head. Once again, when we left yesterday, I said that one never knows with this game. 60-odd runs to get. You never know. He was getting a delivery that was slightly short of a length. He was going back, just looking to stop it. Got the edge. It flew to Leon Johnson at 4 slip. And he took a very good catch going to his left. Yes, it was. He juggled it a little, but he had it in control all the time. And this is even more pressure on the Leeward Islands. And certainly making a game of this one. The Eagles, great fight back. Still 28 runs to get. Still anybody's game.
They did it against Jamaica last week. And they picked up 9 for 42. And they're looking to repeat it here. 6 down. They need 4 wickets now. The Leewards need 28 to win. So they picked up the prize scalp of Kieran Powell. Caught Kevlin Anderson bowled for Sami Pamal for 61. 105 balls, 154 minutes, 7 fours. A dogged knock by the experienced opener. And he picked up his 42nd half-century at first-class level early on. But I think the Leewards would have needed him to stay there. Tremendous pressure now on Kofi James and Rakeem Cornwall, who bowled 19 overs on the trot yesterday and then left the field. A little bit of a back pain, we learned. Didn't take to the field again, but he has to take to the field now with bat in hand. Pamal has picked up two big wickets today. Looking to cut, ambitious shot to close. Taken by Imlak. 2 for 38, and it's 13th over now. And look at Sinclair, 4 for 32. That's in the air, and it's going to drop. Johnson tidying up. Look at that. Desperation shot. Johnson giving chase to take that catch, but it dropped way in front of him. They get a run. The equation now 27 to win.
Pamal now making sure his field is in the right positions. Obviously, the captain is He's giving him that go-ahead. He's a senior man. He's your bowler you've gone to over the years. Now allowing him to do what he thinks is best. Going back, looking to cut the delivery that was much too straight for that. And that's missed the off stump by not a lot. Yes, that missed the off stump by not a lot. That's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. What's going to be interesting here is to see what Cornwall is going to do. Because he is going to be a positive play. He's not going to, I don't think he's going to hang around. He's going to look to score. He's going to look to score, and it will be interesting to see how he approaches the game.
That's the end of the over, 116 for 6. $35 for 5 so far this morning.
Just speaking to Enoch Lewis out there, former Leeward Islands opening batsman, director of West Indies cricket for a number of years. I tell you what, that man hasn't aged at all. That man hasn't aged at all. He tell me he's enjoying his cricket now. He's enjoying watching a lot of cricket around the place. He's retired. And it's so nice to see him in Guyana. I guess he's come to give his boys some support, his team, and also maybe, thinking he would have brought the trophy to Guyana, thinking that Guyana would be winning easily, and to hand it over later today. Well, one never knows. One never knows what is going to happen.
What a good cricketer he was in his time.
So Sinclair has been taken off, and we see the left arm spin Adams coming into the attack. Cornwall going for that extra cover drive, misses. I think what's happening here, Leon Johnson probably thinking that, look, with Sinclair bowling, ball come into Cornwall, he's probably deciding it would be easier for Cornwall to hit him over the top. So what he's done is brought the left arm spinner to bowl a little closer to him, keep things a little tighter, and let Pomal do the attacking. Keep him tight. 2 right-handers out in the middle. Maybe that's Leon Johnson's thinking at the moment. But I maybe would have given Sinclair another one to Cornwall, see what happens, and then do that. But he's out in the middle. Understand what is going on. You don't want to be given like a 10 run in and over, and I think that is why we saw that bowling change.
I'll share the same views. I probably would have given Sinclair another over as well. You've got to look at the factor that Cornwall is not a guy that's going to run quickly between the wickets. So he'll want to get boundaries as well. But not play rash shots. I think his first ball was a rash shot. But Anthony Adams given a bit of responsibility here now. Loud appeal. He missed the shot. Very close to the off stump again. Hit outside the off stump probably, Clyde?
Yes, I would thought that would have been the umpire's thinking, that would have hit just outside the off stump. As it was coming into him a little bit. If you're playing a shot and you're hit outside the off stump, that is not out according to the regulations. And with Leewards Hurricane, 117 for 6, under a lot of pressure. And the Eagles have certainly put up a very good show here this morning. They've taken 5 wickets and kept the pressure on the Hurricanes. They still need another, 27 runs for victory, 26 runs for victory. Ah, that could still be a handful. Still be a handful. When we left yesterday, they needed 62. With 9 wickets in hand, they've lost 5 wickets this morning. Good pressure from the Eagles. Good pressure from the spin bowlers. Cornwall going back and he's bowled off stump. Bowled off stump. Going back looking for the cut. True backward point. Missed the straight ball and he's bowled off stump and Leeward Islands. Hurricanes put themselves under tremendous pressure. He was going back looking to cut a ball that was on the off stump. The shot was never on. That shot was never on. And what has happened to the Leeward Islands this morning? I don't think the pitch has changed tremendously. Yes, the Eagles have bowled in good areas. They've kept things tight. They've bowled a tight line, not giving them any sort of free runs, kept the pressure on. But having said that, I think batsmanship is certainly lacking here this morning.
Just to give you guys an update on what's happening in Port of Spain. Barbados, 52 for a loss of 4 now. 52 for 4, 236 runs is the victory target.
Well, if the Eagles win, that match wouldn't matter to them at all. That wouldn't matter to the Eagles at all. The Eagles would be outright winners.
A little bit more work for the Leeward Hurricanes now. They need 26 to win. Guyana need 3 wickets. So a little bit more work on their part with bat in hand. Jeremiah Louis comes out to the battle. Got 20 in the first innings. They'll need a good effort from him along with Kofi James, who's on 5. But the man with ball in hand, Versamy Pamal, struck first ball he bowled to Cornwall. Is it panic in the camp, Clyde? The Leeward Islands Hurricanes. Panic in the camp. But good bowling from the spinners. Very good bowling from the spinners. Sinclair set it up beautifully this morning. And now Pamal, that veteran, that warrior, has picked up 3. $36 for 6 so far this morning. I think the Harpy Eagles are on a high. As wickets have tumbled. Carty 21, Thomas a duck, Hamilton no score. Gore 1. Powell the bright light 6-1. On drives. Chandra Paul onto the ball. They get 2. Cornwall 2. The brilliance of the Harpy Eagles spinners this morning have put them in a better position on the final day. 2 prize runs for the Leewards picked up by Louis to get him off the mark. So the equation is now 24 to win. The Harpy Eagles must pick up the last 3 wickets for at least, Clyde, 22 runs. At least they've got to do that to win the game.
Another great over from Versamy Pamal, getting the wicket of Cornwall, going tight off stump line. his family there. All come out to support the big man, who's playing his last 4-day game for Guyana. And he's looking for a victory, and his team is trying their hardest to ensure or to give him that chance of winning the regional tournament in his last season. How fitting that would be.
$15 extras. They would have wanted to keep that down now because you look at that equation, 24 to win. As Adams continues, 43 overs bowled in the innings, the start of over number 44. 4 byes, 8 leg byes, 3 no balls in those extras. In the air, sweep shot. Fielder comes around, that's for Maul. They get 1. Just strained down the leg side there and he swept it, but in the air. Safe shot in the circumstances. Louis comes back into strike on 2. So the equation now is 23 to win. Guyana Harpy Eagles need 3 wickets. Still Archibald and Spencer to come. That's driven in the air. Good work by Chandrapal moving to his left. They get the run. $22 now required. One can imagine everyone viewing, watching around the world. This is a nail-biting game. What a comeback by the Harpy Eagles this morning. Bowling! Kept low and it went on. And that's the end of Kofi James. Clyde Butts 121 now for 8. And another wicket going down. That equation 22. The Harpy Eagles have done tremendous work this morning. Their spinners have brought them back in this game beautifully. And that's another one gone. They need to pick up 2 wickets to wrap up what would be a fantastic victory, if that indeed is possible, and it is possible.
Wow, well, not a good delivery. Give him a little bit more light, but it was angling in to the batsman as he came forward. Very positive defensive shot. It went through the game. Edge came back in, went through the game. And certainly on a high, they were the Hurricanes. What a disastrous morning they've had. They've lost 7 wickets this morning. Scored 121 for 8. This has certainly been a disastrous morning for the Hurricanes. Wickets just kept tumbling. There was no partnership of notice. Wickets just keep going and going and going.
You can hear the drums in the distance. Big celebration here, should the Eagles go on to win this. So Anthony Adams has picked up a wicket, will be a very happy man in removing Kofi James. An agricultural shot from Archibald, missed. Left hand over the wicket to the left-hander. Why would the Leewards play like this? No one knows. One delivery left to complete over number 44. Leon Johnson ringing the changes. He himself will now go across to mid-wicket. Mid-wicket straight. Forward he comes, drives back to the bowler. That's the end of over number 44. 121 for 8, more from Clyde. And to continue the action would be John Ramsey.
Excellent over from Adams. Getting that wicket. Certainly a lot of pressure. And when we look at what is happening, I think both batters in the middle now would be thinking, should we just continue to plod and prod, or should we decide, let's be a little bit more aggressive. Let's try to score runs. Because plodding and plodding, you're not scoring, you're losing wickets. That's not helping your cause. So I was the batting side, especially with the left-hander out there, 2 left-arm spinners bowling. I would be looking to go after the bowlers, force Leon Johnson to think a little differently or be a little bit more defensive and see what happens. Good morning to you, John Ramsey. I'm sure I see that broad smile on your face. You're a very happy man today.
Good morning again to everyone. Hello, Clyde Butts. Oh, yes. Very happy that we have some exciting cricket here at the National Stadium. 4 hits away, you can say, the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. And Guyana Harpy Eagles just need 2 wickets. Earlier when Powell was there, felt that the balance was with the Hurricanes. But now, with 2 wickets in hand, Jeremiah Louis prepared to play some big shots. We saw what Archibald was looking for in the last over. I think it's going to go down very close. But these 2 teams, Clyde Butts, you'll want to pay to watch these 2 teams go at each other wherever they go. Take nothing away from the bowling of the Guyana Harpy Eagles today. Sinclair 4 for 32 overall. Pramal 1 for 41. 3 for 41. And Anthony Adams in his second game at this level, 2 overs so far. And has picked up 1 as well. That's shot. Down towards deep cover. Johnson's protecting the boundaries as well, as he should. But one thing I like, Clyde Butts, Saturday morning, I was just outside of the commentary box, and it seems as if it's a packed house. Lots of drumming, lots of persons with horns, and lots of persons, well, not a lot of persons in the green stand, but it gives the impression it's a packed stand.
Well, I think most of them came to give Leon Johnson a good send-off. And maybe I'm not sure if they expected this, but they certainly came to give Leon Johnson a good send-off, and this could be the perfect send-off. But can you remember a couple of years ago, the last time Leewards played Guyana, or the Hurricanes played Guyana here, it was an exciting finish as well, with a Guyanese actually winning the game for the Hurricanes. And Mike Coney man as well, if I remember correctly. Peters, was it? The wicketkeeper batsman who had left as soon as the game finished, had to go and bury his mud up in Mike Coney. So what an exciting finish that was, and it seems that we're going to get one of those here again. But certainly these 2 teams, always excitement, always go down to the wire, always fight right down. I wouldn't say that the cricket may be that great, but they always give us some excitement.
Among the spectators here today, Cricket West Indies directors, I saw Enoch Lewis, and of course local director, president of the Guyana Cricket Board, Bisun Dayal Singh. Nice Saturday morning here at Providence. Weather is good. Single, a little bit of indecision. Pramal not knocking it down in his follow through. Good effort nonetheless. So over completed. 123 on the board. 124. So it means 19 more to get, 19 more needed for a victory for the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. Clyde Butts, the drumming has started, but at the conclusion of the match, there will be a formal cultural program to say thank you to Leon Johnson, organized by the Guyana Cricket Board. And that will be something to look forward to. It will be live on the stream, so viewers, you are also invited to be part of that. You can stay tuned. And obviously, if the Guyana Harpy Eagles win the match, it will be a trophy ceremony as well. Sinclair now back into the attack. Just 2 overs from Anthony Adams. He got a wicket. But now Sinclair is back. Single from Louis. Sinclair, career best figures already. There's never had a 5-wicket haul at this level. Second time picking up a 4-wicket haul, 4 for 37, his previous best. The off spinners playing their part. Clyde Butt says as usual. Archibald now. We saw him swiping at one and missing. This time at the top edge. Anderson calls for it and he takes it. Wicket number 9, and it's a maiden 5-4. Look at the somersault from Kevin Sinclair. A maiden 5-wicket haul for the 22-year-old from Rose Hall Youth and Sports Club in Berbice. And what a wicket to get. It was Colin Archibald looking to go big. He got a top edge and the first slip in. Anderson backpedaling, took a reverse cup, and that is wicket number 9. The Leeward Islands Hurricanes now slumping for the 125 for 9. Clyde Butts.
Wow. I think that's all you can really say, wow, because that was a delivery. That was wide outside the off. Somebody was looking to swing to leg, got the top edge, and just lobbed in there for the wicketkeeper to go back and take an easy catch. And what happens in cricket today? The new batsman has to go and take strike. You cannot cross now to say, well, the old batsman is going to take strike. And the thing is about this, have we seen any delivery this morning that has done anything special? And if you're a cricket fan, a West Indian cricket fan, it certainly has to be of concern that you can look at a game like this and turn and say, well, I saw 9 wickets fall, but I didn't see any ball do anything special or anything. Yes, the bowling was good. I'm not going to say the bowling wasn't good. It was tight. But as batsmanship, we haven't seen that in this game, whatever. And both sides are guilty of not putting out that sort of batsmanship that one expects them to do.
I didn't see patience as well. Looking to weather the storm because you know bad balls will come, bowlers will get tired, they will have lapse in concentration. I endorse that strongly. You can look at the cricket objectively and say 9 wickets going down in the final morning, looking to get a total of 143 to win a match, to end the season on a high. Yeah, not good from an overall cricketing standpoint. Sinclair, career best figures, first time getting a 5-wicket haul at this level. Bowling to the number 11, Javier Spencer. Forward defense, but nothing really missed it altogether. So 125 for 9. Target is 143, 18 runs away. Louis is at a non-striker's end. He is much capable to do this. Norman trying to get as close as possible to the action. Norman has been very boisterous throughout this entire home leg for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. And he even has his own Harpy Eagles shirt. Norman said Leon Johnson's wearing number 59. He was born in the year 1959. He said, what a coincidence. Leon Johnson, the man of the moment, making some adjustments to the field once again. He's really the captain. He shows that leadership ability. He has the mannerisms. He's going under the bat now, Clyde Butts.
Should Guyana ask him to stay on? I think when you've got a captain that can lead your side like this, he helps the youngsters as well. Shouldn't that be one of the issues that you're going to ask him to stay on? That's out. That's gone. Guyana has won. That was a short delivery. It was slide on. He was looking to swing to leg. Went straight to the and he's gone. And you can see everybody running and hugging and jumping on each other. Leon Johnson is lying on the ground. Obviously, emotion has gotten to him more than anyone else. So well done, Guyana. Excellent fight back. Excellent fight back. Excellent fight back by the Eagles. So the question still would be, what do we do with Leon Johnson? Should we put him out to pasture, a man that has showed us what he's capable of doing, how he's capable of leading this, the Guyana side, how he's capable of making them win games when nobody actually thought that they were going to win this one.
There's one vote that's saying Leon stay on. That's my vote, and I'm sure many will follow. Congratulations, Guyana Harpy Eagles, winning this match by 17 runs and once again taking another West Indies Championship. The 6th in 8 years, the 6th for Leon Johnson as captain. And congratulations to Leon Johnson and the entire Guyana Harpy Eagles in his farewell match. At least so they say, at this level for Rayon Johnson. He's taken a stump. Career best figures for Kevin Sinclair, 6 for 33, getting the last batter, Javier Spencer, leg before without scoring. Louis remained not out on 7. Innings top score, 6-1 from Kieran Powell, 125 all out. The Leeward Islands Hurricanes surrendering meekly this morning, 9 wickets going down, giving the Guyana Harpy Eagles victory by 17 runs and another title. Clyde Butts, and it's a fitting end. Look at how close Leon Johnson was to the action under the bat with the helmet, and the celebrations have started. Tears of joy from Leon Johnson, family watching him, the entire Guyana supporting him, and a moment to savor for the rest of your life. Leon Johnson and the Guyana Harpy Eagles. There's going to be a cultural presentation for him, and I'm hoping that Leon Johnson can say at some point, I'm going to rescind that statement.
I think too, we've got to take everything into consideration that is happening behind this year as well. When the Guyana team was announced early this year, there were some statements. I don't want to say it was forced out, but I think the way how it operated, the way how things happened, certainly did not send a good message to Leon Johnson. And I think maybe that's one of the reasons he's decided, well, I'm going to leave and I'm going to leave on a high. And he is leaving on a high. He's leaving on a very high as he goes to his family, to give them a little cheer and say thanks for your support. And I'm sure everybody in Guyana and around the Caribbean as well would be wishing Leon Johnson well because he has done tremendous work for Guyana and for West Indies cricket. We have to give him that sort of thing. Come back, Matthew, kiss you.
Great sentiments from Clyde Butts there, and look at Leon Johnson ensuring that he shook hands with his mom, his daughter. He's got her in his hand. Shook hands with all the other family members. A fitting way, maybe, as you said earlier, to end your career. Maybe the Guyana leadership camp will have second thoughts now, how they may want to use Leon Johnson in the game of cricket. I won't be surprised if they ask him to probably stay on for another year, but he has signaled the end of his first-class career. Jubilation for the Guyana camp and the Guyana players. A great game of cricket and a great way to end the career of a well-respected son of the soil with a national award under his belt and serving Guyana's cricket well, with excellence, good leader, good balance to his life, good leadership skills, a true son of the soil, Leon Johnson. What a way to win this tournament and to end his career as well. So viewers, stay tuned. We do have a presentation coming up, even as the players make their way around the National Stadium at Providence. Cameramen are out. The drums are going. And what a wonderful way to end the tournament. Not only with a victory in your own backyard, but winning the 2023 championship. 6 wins in a period of 8 years. The players greet each other. Respect shown. A tremendous game of cricket, Clybots. And this game called cricket is not for the weak-hearted. It's for those with strong hearts. And the Guyana Harpy Eagles coming out victorious in a match where you sensed at the end of day 3 yesterday, the balance hung in favor of the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. But cricket, glorious cricket, we've seen a wonderful finish to a match in which the Harpy Eagles started badly with bat in hand, 122 all out. And then the Leeward Islands Hurricanes getting up to 247 all out with a good lead of 125. That deficit, the Harpy Eagles batting a second time, 267 all out, giving the Hurricanes 143 to win. And you felt, with a lot of time left in the game, Clybots, that the Leeward Island Hurricanes would have approached their innings good enough, with solidity, to ensure that they could have won the game. But at the end of day 3, 81 for 1, it was in favor of the Leeward Islands Hurricanes, but we know how this game of cricket can change. And what just occurred tells the story of how beautiful this game of cricket is.
Well, it's hard for me to answer you in that way that you have put it. Because as a cricket West Indian, I would say that I'm disappointed with what I've seen this year. I'm very disappointed. I want to congratulate the Eagles for the way how they stuck to their task. They bowled well. They kept things tight. But at the same time, if you're a cricket purist and you're a West Indian, you'll be very disappointed to know this is our first-class cricket that we are watching. Because that batting display was absolutely dismal. That was absolutely dismal. Nothing is actually wrong with that pitch out in the middle. To see 9 wickets fall in the space of, what, just an hour? Just under an hour? I think that is very, very disappointing. And you want to say credit to Leon Johnson and his guys. They stuck to their task. They didn't say that they're going to lie down and die. They went out this morning. I think we said that when we left yesterday afternoon, you know, that, yeah, with the way how things look, Leon Johnson at one time brought back his fastball, and I said that was just to lock things down, close things down for the evening. Things are not happening for you. You're not going to continue to just let it go. You're going to wait and come back this morning and see if things can happen. And things did happen for him this morning. He had his 2 spinners came out and they worked in tandem. They bowled well, pretty well. And even Adams, when he came off for that couple of overs, got the wicket he needed. Bring him back with the off spinner. And what captaincy, I don't think you'll see captaincy like that for some time in Guyana. He has led this team superbly, brilliantly. And you have to wonder if it's time for him to go out to pasture. But the rest of the players, you've got to give them support as well. They're supported in whatever way they can. Look at them in the field. They were charging around. They were keeping noise, sensing that they were a victory once they came out this morning and got that early wicket. And they've come at the end of it, and they're very happy. They are a very happy bunch of young men. I could imagine what is happening in terms of the Hurricane dressing room at the moment. If you are in that dressing room, you're the manager, you're the coach, you're the captain, you would be so disappointed when you look at what is happening on the other side of the coin. And like I said, Enoch Lewis is here, director of West Indies Cricket, and a member of the Leeward Islands Cricket Board, and he would be disappointed with his guys. I'm sure he would be. But at the end of the day, cricket has to be played in the middle. And what we saw this morning, very disappointing. But the Eagles have won. And they've won their sixth title. Their six titles in what, 8 years? Brilliant. That's brilliant.
So you've just tuned in. Well, great news for the Harpy Eagles. Not good news for the Leeward Island Hurricanes. Losing this match by 17 runs. And the Harpy Eagles taking another championship title 2023. That's the moment that the Harpy Eagles won the match and won the championship. Look at Kevin Sinclair. First time he's taken 6 wickets at this level. Laying on the ground. Look how everyone is coming out to say to this young man, you've done it for us. Great support from Versamy Pamal, 3 wickets, and Anthony Adams, 1 for 3. Look at the celebrations. You couldn't ask for better. This is what cricket does. It brings joy and gladness and happiness to the hearts of the fans, obviously the fans who are supporting the winning side. And on the other side of the fence, disappointment to Wilden Cornwall and Stuart Williams and the leadership and management team of the Leeward Islands. But at the end of the day, psychological warfare plays a major part, and leadership skills of the captain and great support given by the team members plays a very important role in the outcome of a match. The Leeward Islands didn't bat good at all. They give away their wickets basically, but still you have to give credit to a Guyana bowling with the experience Versamy Pamal, Kevin Sinclair, a young man plying his trade and learning his art well, and the skill of being a good all-round cricketer. And Anthony Adams, only in his second game at this level, picking up a wicket as well. And even as we get ready for the ceremony, what a fitting way to say thank you, Leon Johnson, for a job well done. Wonderful cricketer, true servant of the soil, and he's done the job for the Harpy Eagles down through the years. This team set in high standards, and in the last 8 years, bringing home 6 titles, championship titles, 5 in a row, and now today winning the 2023 championship. The Windward Islands, on the other hand, would have played very good cricket this year, ruined the chance of not beating Guyana in the previous game that they would have played Guyana. Kevin Sinclair would have featured in that match as well. A well-played, unbeaten 7-7. Beaten got one from 25 balls, and they saved the day. That match ended in a draw. And the Windwards ruined their chances of probably winning the title based on not only that result, but they could have won another game as well. Changes came from the shallow-led leadership. Changes came in the camp of the Windwards, and now they're in a position where they can beat Barbados. But all in vain in terms of winning the championship. It's gone to the Harpy Eagles. And a fine piece of exhibition displayed by the Harpy Eagles with their bowling today. I'll attempt to tell you quickly what transpired today. They went to bed. The Hurricanes at 81 for 1. Powell unbeaten on 47. Carty 17 with 5 extras. And Sinclair would have been the man to pick up the lone wicket of Larry Auden yesterday. Caught wicketkeeper Imlach for 12. That wicket going on at 46. And this morning, when play started at 9:30 a.m., Carty was leg before wicket bowled Sinclair for 21. Thomas leg before wicket bowled Sinclair a duck, just faced 2 balls. Hamilton bowled by Pamal for no score. Gore leg before wicket bowled Sinclair 1. Powell caught Anderson's slip off the bowl of Pamal for 61. 105 balls, 7 fours in his knock. The only glimmer of hope in the Leewards second innings. Cornwall bowled by Pamal for 2. James was bowled by Anthony Adams for 6. Archibald caught Anderson slip bowl Sinclair, skying the ball in the air without scoring. And Spencer leg before wicket bowl Sinclair for no score. 125 all out. The Guyana Harpy Eagles winning by 17 runs and winning the 2023 title. Sinclair 6 for 33, Pamal 3 for 44, and Adams 1 for 3 with 15 extras made up of 4 byes, 8 leg byes, and 3 no balls. Tells the story of what transpired this morning. So stay with us, viewers, all around the world, especially in Guyana and the Leeward Islands, and whichever part of the world you're in, the US of A, the United Kingdom, in Canada, wherever you are. Stay with us for a very interesting celebration ceremony coming up. President of the Guyana Cricket Board, Bisundayal Singh, is there. We see Collins Short. These are the guys that run cricket in Guyana. As the 2 teams come out in the middle. Former Guyana player Stephen Jacobs is there as well. Colin Stewart, who would have been a test player as well from Guyana. Test fast bowler. And now,
And Matthew,
we're about to witness
I'm on the ground and we're having a closer look at what's happening indeed.
a defining
The
moment.
2 teams, the Guyana Harpy Eagles and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes, they're asked to make a
As
bat
both
arch.
teams
So the bat arch will be made on both
guard of
teams
honor.
making that arch. Leon Johnson, what they're saying is his final walk.
And we're going to go downstairs
From the
and
cricket
join
ground.
John Ramsing.
So Leon Johnson, accompanied by 2 of the... Come back, you shut up.
Guard of honor.
Mr. Colin Stewart, former West Indies fast bowler. Just letting persons gathered on the field know what's happening with this very symbolic guard of honor. It has been dubbed as the final walk from the cricket field for Captain Leon Johnson. 19 years he's been on the cricket field. Only had a break when COVID-19 stopped the world for just about 2 years. So barring those 2 years, Leon Johnson has been on the cricket field throughout. I'll tell you what, it's a very auspicious occasion on the field. Members of the Guyana Cricket Board, Enoch Lewis as well from the Cricket West Indies, one of the directors. Family of Leon Johnson, fans of Guyana Harpy Eagles, and lots of persons coming from Santa Aratac, the home village of Leon Johnson. So Leon Johnson now goes through the bat arch, making his final walk off the cricket field. A drum fusion of drums here as well. President of the Guyana Cricket Board has given Leon Johnson a plaque that says thank you for your service to Guyana's cricket. A presentation also being done to Veerasamy Pamal, now the leading wicket taker for wickets in the Caribbean. This season went past Nikita Miller, leading wicket taker in the Caribbean for first class wickets. Well done to Veerasamy Pamal as well. Also being done to Veerasamy Pamal. Yeah, come here, Leon.
You got your gun, Bano? Bring it.
Gentlemen, don't go too far.
Down there is me.
Yeah.
As long there is me, there is even like a skeleton. Don't come against the energy.
Jackie, you give them, already. They got it in the hand from August 1. All right, but I ain't wrong when I said that. Mr. Enoch. Oh, you're right there. President, just come forward. Would you be saying anything or?
Just to say that, on behalf of whatever
Yeah.
it is, but no speech.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, players. Welcome to the presentation ceremony, which is going to be very brief. Is it on? Ladies and gentlemen, players, just your attention, please. Welcome to this brief presentation ceremony for the West Indies Championship 2023, run by Cricket West Indies. It's basically handing over the championship title trophy to the winners of the 2023 tournament. To my immediate left is the Director of Cricket West Indies, Mr. Enoch Lewis, and to my immediate right is Director of West Indies and President of the Guyana Cricket Board, Mr. Bisun Dayal Singh. We first want to commend all the team, congratulate all the team for the effort they put in this season. I think looking at this game in particular, it swayed a bit from the first day, Leewards' advantage. Up to yesterday, they still had it in the bag. But like true champions, under Leon Johnson's guidance as he did previously, the Guyana Harpy Eagles was able to pull off an amazing victory from who we would consider true champions, although they didn't turn up as champions today. They left yesterday on a high, Leeward Islands Hurricane, but they weren't able to do it today. But whatever you did last night, probably it helped the Guyana Harpy Eagles. So I'd just like to invite Director of Cricket West Indies, Mr. Enoch Lewis, to hand over the championship title trophy to Captain Leon Johnson of the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Congrats, Guyana.
I think I've done this before.
Yes, I think you've done it before,
Yeah.
right? All right. Well, Leon, on behalf of President Shallow and Vice President Bassarat and the rest of Cricket West Indies family, including the staff and directors, I just want to say congratulations on winning the 2023 edition of the CWI 4-Day Championship. Congrats to you and congrats to the Guyana team. Just one more thing, I just want to say to you, all the best in your future endeavor as you leave the 4-Day Championship game. You'll surely be missed.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Enoch Lewis. We now ask Captain Leon Johnson to say a few words, not just for the championship, but you know, he's been appreciated.
Yeah, good day, everyone. I think I'll start with the game. Obviously, coming into today's play, we would have been a bit on the back foot. The old nemesis, the Leeward Islands, who would have thwarted us over the years. You know, they looked to be on top, but I thought the guys came out and played well. All right. Special mention to Pamal. Especially yesterday, he said, yesterday he encouraged everyone to play a bit harder, and he went out and he led by example, and he came and he started again today. All right, so well done, team. Fought hard throughout the tournament. The entire management team, you know, for keeping us grounded throughout. Well done. Special mention to our analyst, Keshava Ramphal, who is from Trinidad and Tobago. Championship guy. He's won a couple of championships, CPL last year, a couple other tournaments. So he's got the magic touch. Well done, Kesh. Appreciate your effort throughout. You know, everyone has turned up this season and played well. But announced my retirement after 2 games in this season, and you know the boys put out a great effort in the last 3 games. Must commend you guys, especially today. For the 6 championships, today would have probably been the best day I had out there. All right. For the recognition, I thank the Guyana Cricket Board for recognizing my service that I've given to Guyana over the years. I really appreciate it. To family, friends who have turned out the last 4 days to support me, and Guyana as well. Thank you. Thank you from the team as well. Guys, I see, where is he? You're not here. My first division captain, Mr. Rion King, who was in match referee here. Make mention of people that turned out to see me. I see my friends from football at the back as well. Thanks for the support. Stephen, Christy, Jason, all you guys here. Thanks for the support. When I started playing cricket, it was just recreation for me and a way of getting out of chores. My mother could tell you. I spend my afternoons away from home, so I didn't have to do housework. It's kind of the same if you ask my wife, I just stay away. So I don't have to do housework. So thanks to the support over the years. The game has given a lot to me. Being able to see a lot of the world and make a lot of friends. For that, I'm very grateful. All right. I met my wife a long time ago while I was traveling playing cricket. And that's the best partnership I've ever had. All the partnerships I've had, that's the best partnership. All right? And it has produced 3 of my best innings as well. So, thanks for the support. Been there. Good times, bad times. All the aches and pains. All the massages you've given me. Really appreciate it. And everyone that turned out, over the last 4 days, really appreciate it. And thanks. It's not the end. I told my wife, retirement come a bit like that. You hear all the good things about yourself when you retire. But it's not the end. Committed to developing Guyana and West Indies cricket. Just take that note, all right? At Guyana and West Indies cricket. So, thanks again. Friend from school, Paul. Miss P, thanks for making the trip. Thanks for making the trip from United States to come and see the game. Really appreciate it. So, that's it. I tell Mr. Lewis, I felt a bit familiar. I think I've done this before, collected a trophy. So, well done again to the Leewards. Where are they? They gone? All right. Well, good game, travel safe. Let's enjoy it, fellas. All right? We'll enjoy it.
Thanks, Skipper. You made us proud indeed. So we'll ask the Guyana team to just have a team photo in front of the West Indies Championship banner. And thereafter, there's a little social. The social won't last for more than an hour. I know Leewards is going to join us.
Great scenes. Tremendous moment for the Guyana Harpy Eagles, and not just the team, but Leon Johnson. His farewell match as a first-class player, as they continue to take pictures. Lovely ceremony to celebrate a fine gentleman in Guyana's cricket history. Led the Guyana side to 5 consecutive titles, and now winning this year's title, 6 in a matter of 8 years. Good, strong leadership and great support over the years from team players as well as the management team. But a fitting way to end the career of a young man in first-class cricket who has served Guyana's cricket well. A wonderful example to other youngsters coming up who love the game and would want to play cricket for years to come and play at the highest level. Taking a picture with the vice captain, Versami Pamal, who probably will take over the reins of captaincy for maybe a year or two, given how we're thinking. But nevertheless, a moment that Leon Johnson will never forget in his life and his career. Congratulations to this young man, leading from up front and bringing the title home for a 6th time in an 8-year period. Guyana have now won the championship 11 times, sharing it once with the Leewards, and would want to continue winning titles from here onwards. The man to have set it up beautifully over the years for them, Leon Johnson, saying farewell. Well done. Well done to the Guyana captain, to a good team player, and the holder of a national award here in this country. Norman, celebrating with them. He's always been around cricket for many years. His family present here to give their wholehearted support to him, and all the players saying, well done, Leon. We love you. You've done a good job for us. And it's now time for the Guyana Harpy Eagles to continue to set high standards in the regional 4-day tournament. We've had a good time up here as well in the commentary booth. And I want to say it has been a pleasure on behalf of the entire commentary team of John Ramsing, Clyde Butts, and Indrajit Prasad. We want to say it has been a pleasure serving you out there with live streaming commentary in the 3 matches that were played at home in Guyana. Guyana winning both games against Jamaica last weekend and now the Leeward Islands Hurricanes. A major collapse, losing their last 9 wickets for 44 runs. So, thanks to all of you for your great support. Great effort from Sinclair, 6 for 33 in this game. Pamal, 3 for 44, and 1 for 3 for Adams. Wonderful display of cricket, but at the end of the day, the Leewards will be very, very unhappy about the way they surrendered this match here at the National Stadium at Providence. The celebrations will continue throughout the day, into the evening, and all Guyana and their support around the world will also celebrate a wonderful victory and bringing the tournament to an end, taking the championship title. On behalf of the entire commentary team, here's wishing you a wonderful rest of the day Saturday, and you continue to celebrate and enjoy the moment.